G'day Pickleball family. First thing to know, as shared on the dinkpickleball.com, nation's capital cracks down on pickleball for now. In the professional pickleball world, the District of Columbia is top of mind after the DC pickleball team's win at MLP, Major League Pickleball, Dallas, though none of the players live in that city. But if you play recreationally in DC, you may be in trouble. Even though court space is scarce there, just like it is in many of the nation's large cities, District of Columbia officials have decided to restrict pickleball play on any court not lined exclusively for the sport. A notice pinned up at venues from the Department of Parks and Recreation states, notice no pickleball allowed at this location. DPR will not allow pickleball to be played on any spaces that do not have lines drawn for this sport. That is, pickleball is not allowed on tennis courts unless that location has been converted for dual use. That means no more playing on tennis courts with pickleball lines. Any pickleball played in the city must take place on dedicated courts. The rule clearly states pickleballers can't tape down lines on basketball courts or other areas themselves. A further rule clarifies that there will be some tennis courts specifically marked for tennis use on a first-come, first-served basis, but the exact number is not yet known. Meanwhile, there's a chance these restrictions will only be temporary. In response to local interest, the district's Department of Parks and Recreation, DPR, have announced a pickleball summit to allow locals the chance to provide their feedback about the future of the sport in town. Specifically, the summit aims to safely balance the needs of other sports that are played in the same outdoor spaces. The DPR cites its commitment to growing pickleball accessibility throughout the city. According to their website, they went from 0 dedicated pickleball spaces in 2019 to 58 dedicated or blended outdoor courts and 12 indoor use sites with marked lines. Only 17 officially sanctioned locations are currently available for legal pickleball play as the DPR settles on a plan. You can find a full list of those locations on the DPR's website. Second thing to know, as also shared on the dinkpickleball.com, biggest collegiate tournament in pickleball history. College pickleball is skyrocketing in popularity across America, and next month is the biggest tournament for collegiate pickleball in the history of the sport. The second annual DUPA Collegiate Pickleball National Championships is taking place November 17 through 19 at Peachtree Corners, Atlanta, Georgia. 64 schools across the nation will compete. The event features the top 36 universities with over 350 participating players, all battling it out for a $32,000 prize pool. University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill are currently the reigning champions, led by Colin Schick, who we know from the Major League Pickleball team Florida Smash. The tournament is Major League Pickleball MLP style, with teams made up of 4 to 6 players, a combination of 2 to 3 men and 2 to 3 women. Matches will consist of women's doubles, men's doubles, 2 mixed, and of course any ties, broken by the crowd favourite, a Dreambreaker. Play will have 5 rounds of group play and qualifiers on November 17 and 18. The top 2 teams from each group will head into the quarterfinals on November 18, followed by semi-finals and finals on November 19. The pool breakdown is as follows. Group A, Utah Tech University, University of Michigan, Kennesaw State University, Virginia Tech, Miami University, Villanova University. Group B, UNC Chapel Hill, Clemson University, Florida State University, James Madison University, Georgia College and State U, University of Miami. Group C, Texas Christian University, Grand Canyon University, Ohio State University, University of Connecticut, CU Boulder, Texas A&M University. Group D, Utah Valley University, Indiana University, University of Florida, University of Georgia, Auburn University, Mississippi University. Over the past year, DUPA has contributed $100,000 in scholarship money and another $100,000 in travel stipends for players. They report that over 127 schools currently use the DUPA platform and expect even more to join next year. This year alone, we've seen tons of colleges recognising the popularity of the sport and installing courts on campus. We're predicting that 2024 is going to be a huge year for college pickleball, and we can't contain our excitement. Streaming details are still to be announced, but we've been told that you will be able to watch a recording of the full event on ESPNU on Sunday, November 19. And if you're watching or listening to this on YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, or Spotify and finding it helpful and informative, please be sure to dink that like button so that it can be found by and shared with other fellow pickleballers. Third thing to know, as shared on pickleballunion.com, over 65 national mixed doubles champions surprise at gold medal. Husband and wife pickleball team Keith and Lynn Miller from Stockport, England, admitted to having the surprise of their lives after they beat all comers to snag the title of over 65 national mixed doubles champions at the recent 2023 English Nationals in Bolton at their first attempt last week. The Millers, who split their time playing between Stockport and the picturesque North Wales island of Anglesey, had zero expectation of any success when they arrived at the Bolton Arena. Indeed, they only found out they had won when they heard it from somebody else. Keith spoke to James Reid of Largs and Millport Daily News and revealed their low expectations. We just thought we would come and enjoy it. We thought we would be home by 12 p.m. because we would have been beaten. We didn't know it was the final. It was only when we won that they told us that we won the gold. I think the lack of pressure definitely helped. Lynn added, "This is our debut. Not bad, is it? We are a bit shocked. We can't believe it. We didn't expect to win at all." In common with the US and indeed the rest of the world, pickleball has seen a meteoric rise in the UK, especially in the last year. Estimates of 12,000 regular players and more than 450 venues stand as a testament to the boom the sport is enjoying at the moment. Competitor numbers at the National Championship also back this trend, with 682 participating this year in comparison to 430 at last year's event. The Millers are simply yet another example of the droves of pickleball converts the sport has witnessed over the last couple of years. Keith expanded a little on the background of their participation in the tournament. We play a little bit in Stockport, but we go to Anglesey a lot, and we got involved with the club there. They have been so good, and that is how we have improved. There's great camaraderie, you meet some lovely people, and it's such a fun sport. Most pickleballers turn to the sport when they can no longer keep up with more high-impact racket sports, such as tennis or squash. However, the Millers were proponents of padel, a sport similar to pickleball, but still relatively unknown in the UK, although it is popular in countries such as Spain. In fact, that is where Keith and Lynn first experienced the sport when they returned to the UK after living abroad for a while. As Lynn explains, we played padel in Spain, but when Brexit and COVID came, we started to play this and we love it. We are completely addicted. The 2023 English Nationals took place at the Bolton Arena recently from Thursday, October 26th through Sunday, October 29. Paddles up.